are back on the podcast. Believe it or not, we're still here. We are having two guests on today. Me and Gina, we have the founders of Bala Enzyme, which is a enzyme, anti-inflammatory. It's a beverage. You get them in single serving packs. It's a powder form. Pour it in your water, mix it up, drink it. It's great for inflammation and gut health, recovery,
joint health.
And I know,
which I guess is inflammation.
And I'm going to assume what you're thinking, which is like, oh, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah.
Oh, you guys are selling something else.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
Not.
Here's the thing. I also thought the same thing. When you hear that something natural, a beverage, that has enzymes, like aside from me being like, oh, probably good for your belly, a stomach ache. When you start reading things that are like making claims for anti-inflammatory, joint pain, muscle pain, recovery,
they all say that.
Hydration. It's like, well, yeah, everything that everyone's making those claims. So in my mind, it's like, oh, well,
we'll see.
Will I notice a difference? Like, is it actually worth my money and worth my time and being consistent in taking it?
Yeah.
But what is awesome with these two is they have years of research. There's a much bigger reason why they even are bringing it to market, to try and share it with people that is so far beyond making $1. They really don't care about that. Both of them are very established doctors and they have their practices. This is because they truly believe in it. And they feel as though if they don't get it out, they'll be they'll feel really bad.
They want to share it.
They want to share it.
They want to take it to the grave.
So without further ado, we are so grateful and excited to have Dr. Arash Aftabi and Farnoush Fadavi. I got it? On the podcast. These are the founders of Bala Enzyme. If you guys have not heard of Bala Enzyme, comes in a powder form. It's an enzyme drink, has great benefits for digestion, inflammation. And on top of that, you're looking at electrolytes. So I have not used it regularly, which I'm hoping after we have this podcast, that's something that we get to try out, me and Gina ourselves. But I've seen it out on social media, including some of my good friends that I've seen them using it regularly for a long time. And I'm very happy to have you guys on the podcast to talk about it.
Yes. Welcome.
Thank you for taking time.
Fantastic. Great.
So my name is Dr. Farnoush Fadavi. I just give you a little background of who I am. I'm a founder of Bala Enzyme. I'm actually, most of the company is mine. So it's a female, mostly owned company. And I am a dental surgeon and endodontist, which is root canal specialist. I went to Harvard for my undergrad, Tufts University for my dental degree, and postgraduate at Boston University. And I was teaching as a clinical instructor at the postgraduate endodontic at Boston University for part-time for 2 years. I moved to California. I had my private business and private office for 20 years. And me and my husband did research at Boston University. I let him introduce himself, and then we go back and forth.
Okay.
I'm Arash Aftabi. I'm a gum surgeon, oral surgeon that work on people's gum and mouth and do dental implants and dental surgeries. I graduated from Boston University. I did my undergrad at UCI. Went to Boston University for dental school and postgraduate in oral surgery. And I've done research on enzymes, plant-based enzymes, helping people to recover from inflammation they were suffering after having a dental procedure and dental surgeries. And that's research led me to use plant-based enzymes in my clinic after graduating, prescribing a plant-based enzyme, primarily using the enzyme from pineapple called bromelain, which comes from the core of the pineapple. And the majority of people, when they cut the pineapple, they throw the core away, but that core of the pineapple is full of an enzyme called bromelain, which is a very potent and strong anti-inflammatory, and it helps patients to recover from any black and blue or inflammation or swelling they suffer from dental procedure, from plastic surgery, from any kind of surgeries that they experience. So using those enzymes, patients were reporting back to us that they feel a lot better with their joints and muscles, and they recover a lot faster when they were exercising, running or cycling and hiking. Then they were feeding us with, they will feel a lot better. We have more vitality, we have more energy. And we realized that we have, solution for people who are trying to recover naturally, and there's not really alternative for them out there. And most pharmaceutical companies put out these drugs that are they have harm and they're harmful and they have side effects. So Bala enzyme, being a plant-based coming from fruit, it's just all natural, provides a solution for recovering naturally without having any side effects from pharmaceutical that people suffer from. They get damage with the kidneys or organ. So it's really unique. It has electrolyte blends. It provides hydration. Along with hydration, it helps you recovery from muscle and joint pain, aches, and that you suffer, and also helps with the metabolism and gut health.
Wow. Gina, why aren't we taking this every day?
Who knew? I don't know. The whole time I was just thinking, I just want to put my teeth up there to the camera and be like, what can you do with these?
Oh, yeah.
People have beautiful teeth.
Yeah.
I'm like, I might have some gum issues over here.
No, you got beautiful teeth. Just the grinding, I can tell you grinder.
Oh no! Are you talking about grinder?
You're a grinder? You are a grinder.
Yeah, I can see
No!
at night. I can see there's some burnt hair.
Already just from looking at me.
Yes, I can. I've done this for 20
Is
years.
it like our hair?
They're flat. Yeah, you have to wear a night guard.
Yeah, great. I need a night guard. Great,
Yeah.
just to make me even more sexy at night.
Hey,
Next, I'll need like a CPAP machine. I'll just have like a mouth grinder and
at nighttime, you put in your night guard and I'll put in my retainers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love your retainers. I love it when you leave them on the counter.
Sometimes I must get annoyed by my retainers while I'm sleeping, and I'll wake up and like only one of them's in my mouth, and the
One
other
of
one's
like across the room.
I have to like pat around in my bed to try and find
like
the other
stuck
one.
to your boyfriend's back.
Yeah. And the problem is, if you don't wear the retainer, the teeth relapse and go back, to where they were before, and you spend all that money on braces and ortho. And if you don't wear the retainer, the teeth will immediately go back to where they were. That's a problem, and you have to be committed. That's the hard part.
So I have a question. I know this is, and then we'll get back to your product. But so you get braces, you get the retainer. Do you just have to wear them forever?
You have to. They recommend, orthodontists recommend them to wear them permanently. But the commitment is, a lot of people are not that dedicated, and usually they don't wear it forever. But either you have to have a permanent retainer, which is the wire they put in, behind your teeth, or you put a, appliance that you wear. But you're supposed to wear it for lifetime.
Shouldn't you just get rid of them and just get a whole new set?
Yeah. Just sometimes.
Just cut that out completely.
Well, if
whole new set of teeth.
If you keep grinding your teeth, we will be getting you new teeth. Because my dad was a grinder, and he had to have all his teeth done.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, when you exercise, I've seen people grinding when they exercise. Like I've seen Brooke when you just clenching and grinding when you're lifting heavy and stuff, and you can put a lot of pressure in your teeth. So it's nice to have a night guard, even or sport guard, something that you relieve the pressure on your teeth, so you don't damage your teeth while you're lifting or doing CrossFit, all that.
Yeah,
I've seen people with those, and I've always thought, okay,
yeah, I have one.
Are you just trying to look like a boxer? Like, get out of here. But yeah, I see that. I see that they're actually useful.
I have one that I don't wear it that often when I work out. But remember, Gina, when I was doing my
the impressions,
and I was taking all my impressions of my teeth for my training.
Did you lift heavy? You lift a lot of weights and you lift heavy. So sometimes you're not paying it. You're not unconsciously. You're putting a lot of pressure on your teeth when you're lifting heavy. So that can cause harm.
Interesting. Yeah. I don't lift heavy, so I'm good. I just grind at night. You're
just a stressed.
You're just a grinder at night.
You're a stressed sleeper.
I am a stressed sleeper. Just so true.
Oh, sorry, man, I love so much, Arash, that you just called Gina out on her. No, he could tell through the screen, Gina, that you grind your teeth.
I appreciate it.
There not to be a consultation for your teeth. This was instead of focusing on Bala, we just became a dental consult.
See how I roped you into it?
I know.
Where are you guys located?
Oh, I'm in Santa Cruz, California.
Oh, so you can come get your night guard from him.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. We're coming
That's
to
what
LA.
I was trying to negotiate this whole time.
That's so funny.
Okay, so-
Office is in Seal Beach. We live in Newport Beach, but the office is in Seal Beach, so it's very close to you. It's not that far.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
Maybe.
Hey, we're
Yeah.
going.
They're like just being nice. I just show up. I'm like, I'm here.
No, we love to have anytime you want to come over. Where are you, Brooke? Are you Are you in California or?
I am back in Southern Utah. So I moved out of California. I know. I do love it here though. And Jeanna, you love it here too, except for it's very dry. I moved out, some things changed and I sold my house in October and moved back to Utah. I'm from Southern Utah originally.
It's beautiful, Utah. I love Utah. We come once a year to Deer Valley. This year we didn't have a lot of snow. Unfortunately, it was not a good snow, spring condition, but Utah is beautiful and the snow condition is always amazing. We love it there.
It is pretty nice. Okay, back on topic. I'm pretty sure, I'm over here researching Bala and like getting information. And Jeanna just researched your background in dental work. And she just went deep into like, how can I rope-a-dope these guys?
How can I take advantage of these people?
No,
okay.
But I have to tell you, when you have pain or when you have injury, you reach out to your drug cabinet, pharmacy cabinet, or drug cabinet at home, or you either get Tylenol, Advil. Some people take narcotics or CBD, and they all do have side effects. They all have either damage your organs, kidney, liver, or GI bleeding. Bala is coming from fruits, all natural. The ingredients are coming from turmeric, which is everybody knows it's a very potent anti-inflammatory ingredient. It's called curcumin, which is the active ingredients of turmeric. The other ingredient, as I explained, is coming from a pineapple, from a core of a pineapple. It's called bromelain. And the third enzyme is coming from a fruit, papaya. It's called papain, which helps with the gut health and metabolism and is anti-inflammatory. People use it for pain medication in South America and Asia. It's all these three, along with amino acids and electrolytes, provide something that is revolutionary, superior, and there's nothing like it out there. It's provides you natural recovery from aches and pain and all the soreness that you suffer after any physical activity, and it has no side effect at all, and it's sugar free. We make sure that it's sugar free. We put no sugar in the formulation. A lot of electrolytes or hydration product has sugar in order for the electrolytes to get absorbed, but instead of sugar in our formulation, we use amino acid, so it acts like a sugar. It pumps enzymes into your small intestine, but you don't have all that sugar, that you don't get that spike in your insulin, and you get the crash afterward. And also sugar, as you know, has no health benefit. And so it's just no sugar, no carb. It's keto, vegan, plant-based. It has all the right ingredients for people who are health conscious, and it resonates with people who are active. So it's very unique. And if you haven't tried it, I don't know, Jeanna, have you tried it before? I know Brooke has ordered in the past, but have you tried Bala Enzyme before?
Jeanna?
Me? Me? Oh, no, I've never tried it.
Yeah, I was just samples so you can try it, and you don't have to be a hardcore athlete. You don't have to be a weekend warrior. You can just be sitting on your desk on your computer all day long. You can be sore after sitting for a few hours, or you can just walk around. You can as we all age, we can we have aches and pain, and you don't have to.
I was just gonna say, I don't need to do anything to feel aches and pains.
You all have, as we age, it's just a process that we get. We're more prone to, arthritis, injury, and we just have joint pain, muscle pain. And some people are on their feet all day long. They can benefit from this. If they're, Farnoush as a hairstylist, that he just takes Bala on a regular basis, and he loves it because it helps him to, do his duty and work. And Farnoush, also had an accident a few years ago that this Bala was a life changer for her, saved her life, because she could not tolerate ibuprofen. She was taking ibuprofen prescribed by her doctor, and she was getting GI bleeding. You want to touch on that?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So what it is, I'm very, very sensitive to pharmaceutical. I cannot take it. And especially with NSAID, which is ibuprofen and anti-inflammatory, I get GI bleeding. So in 2018, I actually fell in my office, broke my shoulder and my hip. I was 8 days in a hospital, had 6 hours operation, and I was diagnosed with severe onset of osteoporosis. So basically, I had to cut my career short. I had to retire because, I have a lot of pins and, things in my shoulder and metal. And I'm always achy, always. So with Bala, we made sure that, we finish the formulation, and it's something that I live on, because if I don't drink it, I'm all the time achy joints, muscles. And with getting treatment with osteoporosis, one of the biggest side effects is actually joint pain, and severe joint pain, and a lot of muscle spasm and muscle ache. So I live on those right now for 4 years, since 2018, and it is amazing product. And that's the reason, it became my mission that bring it out and make sure everybody, educate people about it, because it is plant-based, it has no side effect, and it really works.
And also it tastes good. A lot of turmeric or ginger shot, I mean, you can drink them, but you just have to close your eyes and hold your nose and just like medicine, shot, it's like you're doing a tequila. So you have to quickly, swallow it. But this actually is refreshing. It tastes good, provides many health benefits, and also something that you can actually include in your daily, diet, that you can drink it as you exercise or go hiking, biking. That you don't have to just, some people don't like the turmeric taste because it has turmeric inside, and a lot of people are not used to it, that, and then they just cannot tolerate turmeric or ginger. But we were able to mask the turmeric taste, and it's a very pleasant, flavor on it that has berry, lime, and pineapple. And we made sure that it has no sugar, so we didn't put a lot of sugar.
And it has a beautiful color.
Yeah, it is beautiful. I know, it was funny. I got like a chai latte somewhere, and it had turmeric all over the top of it. And it tasted good, but somebody looked at me and they were like, "What is wrong with your mouth?" It looked like, my mouth was stained. It was like this ugly, it wasn't pretty like that. It was like a yellowy, almost greenish yellow color.
That's funny.
It looked like I was ill. I was like, oh my God. I was like scrubbing my tongue, scrubbing my face.
Yeah, no, friend. Everything good in life is stains. Either it's coffee, wine, or peach, carrot juice. Anything
with benefits stains.
But it has a lot. Honestly, turmeric is a magic ingredient. It provides a lot of health benefit. Not only anti-inflammation, it helps with the immunity. It helps with overall energy, metabolism. Some people use it for weight control because it kills your appetite. It decreases your metabolism, so you eat less, so you can have control your weight. It's amazing, and people have been using it for thousands of years in India, Asia, and other countries. But it's been in the US for 10, 15 years. It's growing really fast. A lot of people are putting, including turmeric in their daily supplement. It's amazing. If you haven't tried it, you should definitely try turmeric. And Bala has a very potent turmeric that is water soluble. It's dispersed in the water, so it dissolves, and there's no residue. So it's really unique formulation.
And I do drink it, all day long. Of course, I do get my teeth cleaned every 4 months.
Right.
I don't have the issue you say,
Yeah. Well, this was like powdered turmeric that they just kind of put on the top, and I had no idea.
Yeah.
But the good thing is it doesn't stain your teeth.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Good. I don't want to be a grinder and stained, I mean, I just keep adding issues.
I know. No, you're fine. You just
Thanks.
Teeth, the teeth are always.
I'm a heavy grinder.
Teeth are always a topic of a conversation.
Here's to the grinders, Farnoush.
Exactly.
High five.
As a dentist, the first thing, as soon as we meet someone, the first thing we notice is their teeth, and that's bad, because only we judge people by their teeth. We look at the people's teeth, and the first thing as a dentist, you just immediately look at people's teeth and try to evaluate it.
I'm just gonna start talking like this. I'm not gonna show my teeth anymore.
No, you have beautiful teeth. Yeah, very nice teeth.
Thank you.
But grinding is genetics. Both of me and Farnoush all grind. They have all. There's nothing you can do. Stress sometimes, our life is so stressful these days. And after COVID, a lot of people were going through a lot of stress, and people were grinding and breaking teeth. So there was an article actually that we're talking about how many people are breaking their teeth due to COVID and stress, and to being shut down and sitting home, and people were grinding a lot more. So there was a lot of teeth, getting fractured and cracked. So that was interesting. That was really published, and see that
That's
a lot
crazy.
due to the stress, they were clenching and grinding even more than before COVID.
Oh wow.
Managing your gut health is about more than just diet and exercise, and research increasingly shows that a healthy gut microbiome is crucial to a healthy life. Pendulum Therapeutics is the first and only biotech company to both isolate an important beneficial bacterial strain and to put that strain into a probiotic capsule. That capsule, Pendulum Akkermansia, can help manage your gut health. As we age, we lose Akkermansia in our gut microbiome. Taking Pendulum Glucose Control is an easy way to get this Akkermansia back into your gut microbiome. Pendulum is a leader in research on the gut microbiome and its connection to gut health and type 2 diabetes. Diet and exercise are important, but your gut microbiome might be missing the piece of your health and wellness strategy. Pendulum's mission is to discover ways to better manage chronic illness through the microbiome and empower people to achieve long-term health. Pendulum's team of scientists, doctors, and innovators is the first to isolate Akkermansia muciniphila. Pendulum Akkermansia also contains a prebiotic to help feed the Akkermansia so it can thrive in your gut and get right to work. It's formulated and bottled in the U.S. with the highest safety and quality standards, and it's non-GMO project verified. We want you to take care of your long-term health. Get the probiotic rooted in the latest microbiome science from Pendulum. Visit pendulumlife.com and use code REPS for 20% off your first month of membership. That's pendulumlife.com, promo code REPS for 20% off your first month of membership.
Let's talk underwear. My favorite style of underwear to sleep in is bikini cut, something super comfortable and that does not ride up. You hear me? They can't ride up. If my underwear feels like it's not staying put while I'm sleeping, I'm uncomfortable all night. And I found the perfect company for making my favorite sleeping underwear, which is Tomboy X. They have everything from boxer briefs to bikinis, boy shorts, and bras. And every pair of Tomboy X is created to fit you and how you see yourself. And they've expanded beyond underwear too. Each product is built on value of quality, fit, and inclusivity. They pay attention to every detail, like no back seam for a wedgie-free experience that never rides up, and super comfy, silky smooth waistbands that never roll down. Tomboy X has been around since 2014, and they've been making brazenly unapologetic underwear for all bodies, all shapes, all genders, and all sizes. Really, all sizes, they have it. Wherever you fall on the size, shape, or this is me spectrum, Tomboy X is the underwear your body will love. And with their love at first sight wear guarantee, you can order risk-free while you find your perfect fit. Discover your inner tomboy and let us get you started with our special discount. Go to tomboyx.com and enter the code REPS to get an extra 20% off. That's an extra 20% off when you enter the code REPS at tomboyx.com. Again, tomboyx.com. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
So I have a question. How did you come up? So it sounds like you were using this in your practice, using certain things. How did you come across doing that in the first place? And then how did you come up with kind of formulating these other things? Like, was it just something that you already had been exposed to or knew about? All these?
Yeah. So the plant-based enzymes we were using in our practice, but as patients were pushing us, motivating us to bring this brand to market, to say, no, these enzymes are really helping us. You need to do something about this. We hired a biochemist, working along with him. We put a flavor and profile on the formulation. We put a formulation together, and formulation at the beginning had no flavor, so we put a flavor, make sure it tastes pleasant. And we worked with the branding consultant, and we marketing consultant, and we launched the brand in 2019. Again, we're just both doctors, so we hired people. We have a small team, but they're very smart and strong people in marketing, advertising. They helped us launch the brand. We had a very successful, initial launch on direct-to-consumer, Amazon, e-commerce, our website.
At the beginning was only one flavor with pineapple.
Oh, okay.
So we're just trying to prove our concept. There's a market out there. Just get it out there, and we realized that there's a huge demand for people trying to recover from the aches and pain they're suffering, and a lot of people don't want to take drugs or narcotics or some people don't want to try CBD or all that products that are out there for aches and pain. So Bala was getting a very positive response, and the velocity was taking off. And then we realized, okay, we need to add more flavors, more profile flavors. So we launched lime and berry, and then we start hiring more people, bringing more talents, and then we start approaching retailers. Recently, we were approached by Sprouts. They want to put us in 380 stores across 22 states. So that's really exciting. Kroger approached us. We're talking to Whole Foods and Mother's Market and Trader's Joe. And it's
so fun.
going to national premium channel. It's really exciting. So brand, I think the brand, it's going to be a national household brand in a few years, being at the, club level, Costco and Walmart and other places, because I think it provides a unique solution to people's problem that there's, there's electrolytes doesn't do it. There's a lot of hydration product out there. There's a lot of product in in that category, but they're only potassium and sodium. And sometimes you're taking too much sodium, and some of them have a lot of sugar, has 11 or 12 grams of sugar. And someone like Brooke who exercise heavily and you come home and you don't want to take 15 grams of sugar right after you exercise, because all that hard work, all that calorie you burn, you don't want to immediately put it back. So people are sensitive to the sugar and what they put in their body. They look at the calories and the carb and what's in the supplement.
A lot of salt bothers people, with the blood pressure. A lot of people do have blood pressure, even younger people, they have genetically high blood pressure. And with us being sugar-free, a lot of diabetic could, get benefit from our brand, because a lot of other hydration, even if they don't want to use the anti-inflammation part of it, the hydration of it has no sugar.
Exactly. And, people are trying to, be plant-based vegan, trying to get away from meat product. This fits in that category, being a plant-based, coming from food, all natural. So it's really a unique a brand, and I think a lot of people benefit from it.
No,
can you talk about well, you've talked about the active ingredients quite a bit, and what was the process like when you were formulating it, working with someone who, because I'm assuming from personal experience or things that people that I know, you might have a vision. Did you have any issues with when you brought in someone who was your formulator, with them like staying true to the vision of keeping it very clean and not letting, not trying to, if you had this ingredient, but they could actually use this one instead, and it would give you the same,
like a filler,
it would give you the same effect, but it would be cheaper. But you're, and you kept having to maybe go back and be like, no, we want it like this. We want it like this.
So that's a very good question, Brooke. A lot of supplement companies, I don't want to name it, but they use fillers, binder, because it's inexpensive and it's cheap ingredients. Like sugar is a really expensive ingredient that you can include in your, and then, people feel good when they drink sugar, but it doesn't have any health benefits. So we didn't use any binder or fillers. This brand is very scientific. I don't want to get too much into the science, but me and Farnoush, we did a lot of research and, studying, and also the biochemist we work with, he was an expert. And we were trying to also make sure that whatever you take, a lot of supplement that you take doesn't get absorbed to your body, because for our body is very sensitive. And if it sees that something that doesn't, not bioavailable, it doesn't get absorbed. So we use a patented technology. It's called amino acid transport. That it's a unique technology that amino acid helps for you to absorb the ingredients, and in this case, it's our enzymes in our formulation through your small intestine. And those amino acids are a specific amino acid at a specific dose that acts like a pump to make sure you absorb these ingredients. It took us 2 years going over many batches and trial and error.
Oh, wow.
20 coming together in Bala formulation. We have a patent on it, patent pending. It took us 2 years of back and forth with the biochemists, and through also working with other consultants to formulate this Bala enzyme. Originally, we were going to make it a ready to drink beverage, but we realized the enzymes will not stay in water after a few hours. The efficacy will go away. So that's why it's in a powder, because the enzymes can stay for 2-3 hours in water, but after 3 hours, it loses efficacy and potency. So that's why it's in a powder shape that as soon as you mix it, you need to drink it within an hour. So it's a really scientific product. There's a lot of research and literature behind it to support the ingredients. And I've done some clinical studies in my clinic where I monitored people's gingivitis, which is an inflammation of the gum. And I monitored firsthand that Bala decreases their inflammation of gingivitis significantly over a period of time. So we've done our homework. The formulation is non-GMO, gluten-free. We've done like microbiological analysis, metal analysis. Is 2 years of shelf life. It's been all tested by a third party and been verified. We use a facility in US, is made in USA, proudly made in USA. So everything is done in a facility that is FDA approved, and make sure that we don't bring any ingredients that are not approved by FDA. So we've done a lot of work because we give it to our patient and we use it ourselves and make sure, whoever use it, it's a scientific brand. It's not another brand that is like Me Too or the copycat of another brand with, as you said, a lot of fillers and a lot of something that, ingredients that are not clean, and they just put a different packaging to different branding and just get it out there in order to, to make money. So it's something that we're really passionate, and I think it's just honestly, it's the way we approached it was like making a pharmaceutical, ingredients, and everything is just being studied over and over again.
Man, well, one thing I did hear that I think anyone listening to the podcast, any of our listeners that are going to go out and order some Bala and try it out. If you are going to, okay, let's say you love the flavor, because even me looking at Farnoush's drink, when she drinks it, it's like, oh, I almost want to like have that in my water bottle and have it with me. Like I'm going to run errands. But remember what Dr. Aftabi just said is that the enzymes will no longer be active in your drink after, you said, an hour?
Couple
hours. So sometimes I like to make a drink, and if the water I'm using is a little bit warm, I'll like put it in the fridge. I'll like leave it in there, or maybe I'll pre-make it the night before so I have it in the morning. This is not a time to do that. You want to make it and you want to drink it.
Exactly. To get the most of the health benefits immediately, get it in your GI, and then you actually, as soon as you drink it, you're going to feel hydrated because you feel the electrolyte. But the anti-inflammation will come in a couple of days. You feel a lot better. The vitality, you have more energy, because by decreasing the inflammation in your body, you are also more energetic because you have less aches and pain. So it just, after a few days, you will feel a lot more energetic.
But I have to add that if you have injury like me, that constantly I have pain, you will definitely feel it after 5 days taking it. So for people like younger, like you guys, that you just exercise, yes, you're going to feel it a day or two after. But somebody with injury, they definitely have to take it 5 days in order to start feeling it. And it's something that you have to continuously take it. Like I do 3 a day, but 3 stick pack a day, but you can do 1 or 2 or 3 a day, but continuously take it, because if you stop it, then you're just not going to get the benefit.
Right.
And
so you need the
fast,
consistency.
Yeah. If you're fasting, I think it doesn't break your fasting either, because you have zero carb. So it's keto friendly if you're on a keto diet or fasting. I think it has no carb. So it's really helpful. So if you want to watch, make sure you're not breaking your fast. So also that's another point of view. We were designing it. We had people with diabetes in our mind, people who are on keto diet, vegans. We had a lot of people in the back of our mind when we were designing the formulation and make sure it can fit, and it's a crossover between different audience. A lot of people can use this brand, because as you know, a lot of people are sensitive to what they put in their body, and we made sure that a lot of people can benefit from this product.
Oh, that's awesome. If someone was wanting to, well, hopefully there will be a lot of people wanting to order this after they get off finish listening to our podcast. But I was checking out the website. Can you explain the different ways to order it? So do you order it do you have a subscription model where you can kind of like set it and forget it, like put in your order so you want to take it regularly and it will just kind of show up to the house?
Yeah, you can go on our website, balaenzyme.com. There you can, the first purchase, you get a 20% off. There's a coupon that you can get 20% off. You can get subscribed, you get free shipping and 20% off lifetime if you want to do it that way. Also, we have it on Amazon. That also Amazon has the Prime. If you're Prime, you get free shipping. And soon we're going to be on the Sprout in July. So we have 380 stores all in 22 states. I think they have Sprouts in Utah too. I'm not sure, but I think I've seen it.
I think there is one.
Yeah, so that's also available soon, and soon we're going to be in Whole Foods. So brand, we want to make sure it's available to people, so if they want to, you just don't have to always go to online or website, and you can just also go to a store next to your home. And
well, it's always nice to shop local too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's what our goal is, to make it available for everyone can get their hands on it.
Excited to try it.
Definitely. Yeah. And then, try it, and please provide us the feedback after a few days. We love to hear what you have to say. After a few days, share with us your feeling, and tell us how you feel. We love to hear, because as we get the feedback, we can, make the brand even better, optimize the formulation. We love to hear what people have to say about how they feel. But a lot of people, we were going after sport nutrition and active athlete people like Brooke, but a lot of people who are just construction worker or cashier or nurses or firemen, they're buying this product and they're reporting back to us that they feel a lot better because they're on their feet all day long, they have backache, knee ache.
Yeah,
but our focus for athletes, we were going after, active people, because athletes are always looking for the best product out there to recover. They want to recover so they can hit the gym or go running or biking again. But we realized that actually the audience that buying the Bala is mostly just regular blue-collar workers, Home Depot construction workers, or cashiers and hairdressers. So it's really interesting that you see that there's people are all in the in aches and pain, and not athletes, not only athletes who are looking for this kind of brand.
Have you found or heard, I guess, from people that are using it, I would assume yes, but anyone using it with arthritis?
Yes, arthritis is actually, we have a lot of patients and we have a lot of people who are losing arthritis, but because of the FDA, we cannot claim that it cures your arthritis. You cannot cure it and say, oh, this is good for your arthritis, because then somebody will say, I had arthritis, I took it and my arthritis is still there. Yeah. And FDA, then you're crossing over to pharmaceutical territory, and drug companies are, they're controlling that territory. They don't want you to take their share, and you don't want to play with the fire, because FDA will, say you're claiming that you're curing a disease, and arthritis is a disease, as a lot of people are suffering from arthritis. And but on the way, relieving joint pain and muscle pain, it's a way of relieving your arthritis symptoms. But you cannot cure the arthritis, because but you can control the symptoms, which are aches and pain.
Yeah, which is what I was wondering. I don't have arthritis, but both my parents do. And I'm like, I feel like I'm well on my way to have, I'm well on my way to have it. And, from watching them and go through everything they have, there really isn't a lot you can do for it. There's really not. There's not. And I wish that by now there was something, but really once the joint starts, gets infested with arthritis and it starts to deteriorate, you really can't do much but control inflammation, and make you, so you're not, in pain all the time, because, if you are, and you have arthritis and you're constantly inflamed, then most people, right, all they're really able to do is take an anti-inflammatory and then just live with it.
Yeah, exactly. And people don't realize arthritis is a really, very difficult disease to deal with. You don't see it, but the symptoms it's really brutal. And also same thing with osteoporosis that Farnoush suffers. You don't see osteoporosis, but it takes a toll on your body, and the side effects are really there. And for the patient who's suffering from arthritis, osteoporosis, it's really severe.
Like, people always tell me, oh, you look great. So they kind of do not believe inside me there's a lot of aches and issues.
You're like, am I supposed to wear this on the outside?
Yeah. I don't see it. I know. But in the morning, even my mom has severe arthritis. Yes, she does control her pain with that. So every morning we both make this and we have it. And then noon we make it and we have it. It's it really does help controlling the symptoms.
Exactly.
So it is great actually for people who are suffering from the symptoms of arthritis.
And in being in Utah, with the weather also is not helpful with arthritis, because it's dry and cold, and it takes put more pressure on your joints as you're older. We both lived in back east in Boston for many years, and cold weather also just your arthritis just gets gets so painful getting up in the morning, getting out, it's cold and dry. That's why a lot of older people move to Florida or Palm Springs, because it's humid and warm and it's easier on the joints.
Yeah.
Guess you're going to have to move back to California, Brooke. I'm pretty sure you are getting arthritis.
I am. My feet hurt. I can barely.
It would be better.
You should for real see me get out of bed in the morning. It's like I'm walking on hot stones. I'm like, trying to work through my feet.
Yeah, you just.
You're a super athlete. You put a lot of mileage on your body, so you have to watch and be careful and with the nutrition and the stretching. And, just make sure that you don't get hurt or injured. Because I've seen you exercising. I follow your page.
And I just want to mention. I don't know if we took our brand name Bala, which comes from balance. So we want people to balance their life with us, because if you're always having aches and pains and, you are grouchy, you're not in a good mood. So with taking Bala, you balancing your life with Bala, and then you become much happier. And
Better version of yourself.
better version
Yeah.
of yourself. Exactly.
Yeah. You know,
I need a better version of myself.
we all need to be, yeah. And we want to be active, want to enjoy life. You know, as we get older, sometimes these aches and pain, soreness, you get, it just prevents us from do the thing we love, hiking, skiing, running. And you just, you don't want to you have to keep the fight on, and you have to be active. You want to go out there and exercise. And sometimes you're sore, or you don't feel like it, and your back is aching, your knees, it's preventing you from hitting the gym. It's nice to have something that is, doesn't have any side effects, it's natural, that can help you hit the gym, faster, recover sooner. So it's really, it's really something that, can help you get back to your active lifestyle.
You guys, it's time to ditch the chemicals with Caraway Home's non-toxic cookware and bakeware collections so you can make healthier cooking a piece of cake. Caraway Home is non-toxic, meaning the products are made without any toxic materials like PFAS, PTFE, PFOA, or other hard-to-pronounce chemicals. All sets come equipped with easy-access storage solutions so that no stacking is required. Gone are the days of misplacing your lids. And if you need more convincing, throughout the manufacturing, Caraway products release up to 60% less CO2 into the environment compared to traditional non-stick coatings. And not to sway you one way or the other, but I will say my yellow set is beautiful in the kitchen. Visit carawayhome.com/reps to take advantage of this limited time offer for 10% off your next purchase. This deal is exclusive for our listeners, so visit Caraway Home, that's CARAWAY home.com/reps, or use the code REPS at checkout. Caraway, non-toxic cookware made modern. I'm very much looking forward to adding it in regularly and see how that makes a difference. And I definitely know some people that I think it could play a huge role. A really good friend of mine, she has RA and deals with a lot of stuff like that. And a lot of those issues end up, being gut issues too. So it's really wonderful to hear about the product and all the science that's gone into it. And from personal experience, Farnoush, of it dealing with inflammation, but also having all of the benefits of enzymes and things to sort of get your gut healthy.
It's funny that you're bringing RA, because we just had actually a review from somebody that's having rheumatoid arthritis and is saying, thank you so much for bringing this, Bala in market, because I use it and I have so much less pain and I'm so much happier in life. Is very interesting. You brought it up because we did get a review from somebody with rheumatoid arthritis.
Papain, which is an enzyme from papaya, which helps with gut health, also helps with the marathon runners people are running. Right after running, they have a lot of, the stomach ache, and drinking Bala will help them immediately relieve that stomach ache adapted its experience after running or doing a marathon, because, the gut, gets really constructed and it's painful after running. So it will provide relief. And people, we go to a lot of marathon events. They were recently at LA Marathon, and people were just using it, and they love how they feel after running, taking papain, which is the ingredient in Bala.
And because it's all natural, there's no limit to how many times a day someone could drink it.
Exactly. There's all natural. The only thing is that because it has electrolytes, you just have to watch for your electrolytes, because you don't want to do too much sodium a day. So we recommend up to three times a day. But someone who like super athletes, hardcore athletes like yourself, healthy like yourself, you can take it up to 5 times a day. But some people have high blood pressure, and you don't want to take too much sodium, because electrolytes has the sodium, potassium, and you don't want to overdose on the sodium. Another thing is that we're coming with innovation around plant-based enzymes, because we're a plant-based enzyme company. We're coming with immunity this year that is only has plant-based enzymes ingredients. There's nothing like it on the market. There's a lot of immunity stuff using zinc, magnesium, vitamin C. Everybody copycat each other and mimic each other. This is completely revolutionary. And also we're coming with the energy formulation around plant-based enzymes. Instead of relying on sugar and caffeine, which a lot of energy drinks have loaded with sugar and caffeine and gives you a lot of side effects, this is going to be all plant-based enzymes, all natural. So the company has some innovation in the pipeline. We're actively fundraising. We're trying to grow and get this brand out there and make sure that everybody get their hands on it.
I love that you guys are passionate about it. It's not just like because there's so many companies, like you said, there's like the big thing that comes out there and then everyone's trying to jump on that and they're just trying to, make a buck and all that. And so the fact that you are so passionate about it, you believe in it, you use it and want to share it with people, I think it sets you apart.
That's a very good point because we both had a very successful practice. We're well off, we just had a great career and then, building a brand, launching a brand is just so much. It takes a toll on you. It's so much work, so much preparation.
Stressful.
We put so much of our money. We spent over $1 million just last year. So it's just so much, so much work and so much. And sometimes, as if you look at it for money, it's just not the best way, to get your return on your money. We just want this brand to get out there because our patients were forcing us, and they were a motivation for us to get this brand. And they were telling us, you got to get this out because we really live on this plant-based plant enzyme. And Farnoush's accident also was another motivation factor for us. And we said, this was a life changer for her. We don't want to take this formulation with us to a grave. We need to get this formulation out there. Even, even if it doesn't become, multi-billion-dollar brand, it's okay. We just have few people that can live on this and we can change a few people's life. That's all we care. It's not just, some people, a couple of people made this in the garage and try to get, as you said, make a quick buck, get the brand out there with different logo, different packaging. It's not that. It's completely scientific. We put so much research and work to develop this formulation. And honestly, 4 years of our life has been dedicated to bringing Bala to life.
Well, we are very happy that you did. And it's been fantastic having you on the podcast and talking about it. I can think of so many people off the top of my head, friends and close family that I think could really benefit from it. Yeah. Yes. Both my parents, take probably my dad just barely not anymore, but way too much ibuprofen due to pains and aches and inflammation and nerve stuff and, joint stuff and arthritis and, before this, or even for me, it's like even before really hearing about the research and more about the brand, because a lot of the stuff that when I saw it, even before I heard from you, I just thought like, oh, enzyme, that's what, but I didn't really know a lot about it. And there's so much education to be done, but hearing about that is such a great option for people that like living with pain, where it's kind of like, what else do I do? Like, I don't want to take more ibuprofen. I don't want to take more Tylenol or whatever it is, but it's like, I'm like, you're suffering.
Exactly.
And you're kind of left to either I suffer or I suffer long term.
Myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
And those things prevent you to be active or, do any kind of exercise. And the less you are active, the more pain. It's like a vicious cycle. Mm-hmm. The less you move, the more pain you will have with your arthritis. That's the problem, because as you move, you lubricate the joints, the blood flow gets gets circulated, and you feel better with your arthritis. But the pain and suffering prevents you from being active, and then this vicious cycle, it just keeps repeating. So I wish, but your parents are my praise and thoughts. Hopefully they try Bala and then stay with ibuprofen, because ibuprofen, even if you look at the back of the pill, it says that in the long run it can affect your kidney or the liver, and you don't want to take it on a regular basis forever because it has a lot of side effects.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of time you have to take it with a lot of water, and people always just have a sip of water with the pill and that's it. So this way they get hydrated as well.
That's the problem of society suffering from lack of hydrating. They don't drink enough water, because we're always on the go, we're always on the rush. We don't drink enough water, and a lot of people are just the fast-paced lifestyle. We need to drink enough water, and sometimes we don't do that. And having something that has electrolytes helps you get hydrated and motivates you to drink more water when out there. I think all society, we have to definitely drink more water, because water, as 90% of our body is made of water, and we need to just drink more if we can. It's just really helpful with the skin and the overall health, immunity, brain health, everything. You just need water to survive.
Oh, I have to mention, one of my friends is a Zumba dancer, and she loves this because with Zumba, there's a lot of, pounding on your joint. And she just loved this drink. I just had to tell you that.
For all our Zumba listeners.
Yeah, they love it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, I know that I'm very excited to get friends and family testing it
Great.
out. And
Yeah.
Jeanna,
Hey, I'll try it.
I'm excited to get you taken
I'll try it.
because you do hurt.
I do hurt a lot. I do.
Oh, I would say if you over, I would say over 55 and get up in the morning, have no pain, then you're probably dead. Because when you're
Yeah.
over 50, get up in the morning, you're gonna have some sort of pain or ache. If you don't have it, then you're probably past it. So everyone over 50, I would say, they have some aches and pain. I mean, I rarely see anybody say, "Oh, I have no pain, I have no issues, my knees, my back." Even if you don't exercise like Brooke, you will have some kind of aches and pain in your body. I mean, that's the way of the human body nature, and the way we age. Unfortunately, we don't last forever.
Nope. Definitely don't.
No.
Let's just stuff me.
All right. Well, are there anything that we haven't talked about or haven't touched on that you would
No, you
love
guys
to
great.
tell the listeners?
No, we just want for people to try this brand for themselves, experience these plant-based enzymes, and see it for themselves. Again, thanks to both of you for the opportunity. It was a pleasure to talk to both of you.
Yeah,
Oh.
thank you so much.
Yeah,
It was
thank you
great
so
meeting
much.
you guys, and I appreciate the free consultation.
Yep.
Thanks. No, keep
So no, it
smiling.
was great meeting you.
So
Yeah,
just
thanks
Okay.
so much.
just for the last thing, just tell all of our listeners where they can find you.
You can find us on Amazon, Bala Enzyme. You can search Bala Enzyme, and then on our website we sell it, balaenzyme.com. And soon, I mean, in August, I believe we'll be in Sprouts and hopefully in other, retailers.
Perfect. So you guys check out Bala Enzyme on their website. You can also check out Bala Enzyme on Instagram if you want to see their Instagram account. Other than that,
On Facebook. we have-
Amazon, all the places. So make sure you go and check it out. Order some. Try it out for yourself. It is, from what we've learned today, there are no bad side effects, only good ones. The only thing you would want to make sure you're paying attention to is all of the electrolytes that you're taking in, if I remember that correctly. If you're someone who is sensitive to salt, but besides that, sounds like we are going to hurt more as we age. However, now we will hurt a little less as we age with Bala Enzyme.
Perfect.
All right, thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you again.
Bye-bye.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Well, guys, that
Hey, guys.
was Arash Aftabi, Dr. Arash Aftabi and Dr. Farnoush Fadavi.
Perfectly done. Yes.
Check out Bala Enzyme. And I've seen their stuff through Instagram for a couple of years now, through a friend of mine. And to be honest, just because like he was kind of mentioning, and we already know this, there's always like new products popping up, and like usually in my mind, for good reason, the assumption is like, oh, it's just a trend or a fad.
Yeah,
like,
right.
A fad.
Well, you know me, I'm always like, nah.
Yeah. But,
Yeah.
I think that it was really great getting to hear their story.
Yeah.
Because firsthand experience from Farnoush, I mean, that's like they said, that was a big reason why they had
Wanted
the
to share it.
extra push into, going into, like both of them have, like I said, successful businesses. They're both doctors like this. There's something about what they've put together that just really feeling the need that it's like a disservice to people if they don't share it because they're
And for me, buying a product from people like that just feels so much more authentic.
Mhm.
I don't feel like I'm getting bamboozled
Mhm.
by just another
it's not just a
powder.
It's not just another drink that like you got a bunch of girls that all wear the same outfits and they all look so cute and they're having so much fun and they're like on the beach and it like tastes good, but really it's not anything that is going to be good for you.
Like filler, sugar.
It's like, but that's what we're used to seeing. Right.
Right.
And that's all very hard for me to believe.
Right.
So that's why I think when I first saw it, I didn't run. And I have gut issues, and Jeanna grinds.
I'm a grinder. I don't know if it helps grinding actually.
No, probably not.
No,
But
probably
it
not.
helps. He did say inflammation in your gut.
No. It would help all sorts of shit. Yeah.
But
All right. Anyway.
that's it for today.
Thanks
And,
for listening, guys.
Don't forget to
rate, review, subscribe, 5-star rating, 5-star warning.
And we'll talk
And-
to you next week.
Bye.